Hope everybody's having a great night. Welcome back to another edition of the Mod Squad Horror Show. As always, joining me, we've got Rex, the Godfather, and we got Brandon, the Bam Tender.
Hi. Good evening.
Hi. How's your guys' evening going? We doing good?
Oh, yeah. Doing great.
As a warning, this podcast is for mature audiences only. That means 18 plus, no babies here, lots of horror, lots of gore, lots of good stuff that we all know and love. So, got a hell of a show for y'all tonight, as always. The first thing on the list here, we're bringing back the Bam Tender again for some more killer cocktails. So I'm going to go ahead and hand it on over to him and let him let you know what we're making.
Sweet. So the drink I'm making today is inspired by A Nightmare on Elm Street, which is one of the franchises in January's box. I'm going to be making Never Sleep Again, which is pretty tasty. I just made it for the first time today, and it actually does kind of taste like a boiler room, but in a good way. So it uses 3 ounces of, or actually 2 ounces of coffee. I'm going to be doing 2 ounces of mezcal. So mezcal is kind of like the scotch of tequila. It's got that smoky flavor to it, kind of like scotch does. So I'm going to be doing 2 ounces of that. And I'm putting this in my little carafe thing here with some ice in it. Going to give it a stir. And then I'm also going to be using a half an ounce of a spicy infused vodka. Now you could use any kind of spicy liquor, but this is what I had on hand, and it's really good. It makes really good Bloody Marys too. But I'm going to be doing a half ounce of that, and I'm going to do an ounce of simple syrup. So this drink is going to be kind of smoky and spicy with a little bit of sweet from the simple syrup, but it is damn good. So we're going to put it in there, get it nice and cold. And then I've got some crushed ice here. I would definitely recommend using the crushed ice. Huh?
I like your ice bag.
Yeah, this is my my ice bag, and I got my mallet here, my wooden mallet for crushing my own ice. All right, and then I'm gonna pour it. I've got a Irish coffee glass here that I'm gonna pour this over the crushed ice, and there you have the Never Sleep Again.
I'm really sad that I missed out on this one, to be honest. Christina didn't have time to go to the liquor store. But I am also drinking a drink. So this is super easy to make, y'all. I promise. I just take a fruit punch Gatorade and I dump half of it out and fill the other half back up with Malibu rum. But it's really good. So if you're cheap and want something super duper easy to make, that's really good too.
Nice.
See, I feel like I'm being really simple here because all I'm doing is Appleton Estate shots tonight. That's what I'm doing tonight. Some spice rum shots. That's what I've got. So,
hey, I got some vodka shots going in the background too. I just don't have them on my desk.
Well, I like to get a little fancy with my drinks sometimes, but next week I wanted to give you guys a heads up on the drink I'm going to be making for next week, so that if you want to join in and actually sip along, I'm going to be making the Pazuzu Puke. This is from The Exorcist. So Pazuzu is the name of the demon that possesses Reagan. So Pazuzu Puke. So it's 3 ounces of silver tequila, 1 ounce of lime juice, a 1/4 cup of mint leaves, a 1/4 cup of frozen mango, and a 1/4 cup of ice. You blend it all together, throw it in a salt-rimmed glass, and it makes it's this really cool, like, green pukey color. Apparently, it's going to taste a lot better than it looks. So
I hope so.
We'll add those ingredients here to the video so you guys can get what you need before next week.
And this is going to be done next week on the live show, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
I'm excited about that. Live liquor drinking. I'm excited.
That's right.
It's going to be nice to be able to kind of drink along with the community as we do our first ever horror live. Super, super, super excited for that, to be honest.
And the link to the live will be in the, for those that aren't members of the BAM community that do it, we'll make sure that we put a link in the, on the podcast somewhere in the description. It will show you where you can become a member and follow on Facebook and YouTube and so on and so forth. So everybody can be able to join in live. So those on the podcast that have never seen a live video of us, you'll actually be able to see our faces.
Although they're not so pretty some of the time, so no judgment.
I feel attacked by that comment.
Well, you shouldn't. I was referring to myself, but I'm super excited. We've got some horror news coming up, and then we've got trailers, all of that good stuff. But what I want to cover first, I've only got one piece for horror news that I wanted to talk about. So James Wan and Jason Blum are looking at making an Invisible Man 2. Now, I know there was some speculation around them using her as like the Invisible Woman for the second one, right? Because I know that you guys know how that ended, right? Of like her taking off. Yeah. So it's really interesting to think that they would bring her back and make her almost like the antagonist of the movie. What are your guys' thoughts?
My thoughts are this. I mean, going from basically stalking victim to, you know, antagonist. I mean, that to me, that's a jump. You know, I mean, I don't know if they should do it that way. I mean, if they do, there better be a really good backstory on why she decided to be the crazy one. That's all I got to say.
Right, and with the original Invisible Man and even Hollow Man, it was the experiment itself that like drove them crazy and made them like a villain, so to speak. And with this new one, it was just the guy was already crazy. He was a rich, you know, billionaire psychopath, and he was already crazy. So I don't know how they would kind of flip the script and make her the antagonist. But I guess if anybody can do it, it's Blumhouse and James Wan, because I really liked the first Invisible Man a lot more than I expected to.
I agree. I did as well.
Yeah, I definitely had some mixed feelings about the movie when it first came out. I was like, how are they going to make this enjoyable with like one of the main people in the movie literally being invisible the entire time?
Right.
But I feel like they definitely came out on top with that movie. It was like you guys were saying, like it was a lot better than I expected it to be. But I'm super excited to see what they do with the second one. Yeah, the suspense was insane.
The invisible character, I mean, I think it worked out okay having somebody be invisible the whole time. I mean, it didn't hurt Brad Pitt in Deadpool 2. That's what I mean. He was invisible the whole time. So.
That's funny.
All right. Brings us to our next thing that we're going to do with y'all tonight. So we're looking at mail call. What do y'all got? Y'all got anything to show?
I have nothing to show.
Yeah, it was Christmas, and I didn't get anything horror related to show off. But I did bring down, since I was doing the Nightmare on Elm Street drink, I did bring down my sweet Freddy glove here to kind of use as a little prop display. It's signed by, of course, Robert Englund. And then I've got a bunch of the Ladies of Elm Street signed on the fingers that I met at different horror cons. So that's what I got to show off.
I love that glove, and I'm telling you.
And the little Hypnosil bottle. This was a prop that BAM did a while ago, back in the day. Yeah.
It's so
if I ever
simple.
get the chance to steal that glove, I'm stealing that glove. I'm just looking.
Yeah, right.
Put me in your will.
Yeah, you and a lot of other people.
No, I love that little bottle. Like, it's so simple, but it's so cool. Yeah. Like, I did not get one of those, unfortunately. So, like, I'm going to be on the lookout to get one of those because I also have a Freddy glove. Haven't got it signed or anything yet, because Robert Englund's lines are freaking ridiculous.
I know. I met him at a horror con in Germany, and if it wasn't for the fact that it was a smaller con, so there weren't as many people there, but I think I had VIP at the time. But you know what it is, why his lines are always so long, is because he loves to talk to his fans. Like, he loves to stand there and chat with you. And that kind of holds it up sometimes. His handlers are usually trying to rush him through, and he's just like batting them away, like, fuck off now. He's hella cool.
So that's super cool, though. Of, like, he wants to take the time to, like, talk to every person instead of just, like, being in robot mode of, like, I'm just going to sign all this shit so I can make some money, right? Like, I feel like he genuinely cares about his fans, which is awesome to see, because, like, one thing that frustrates me about people when you go to meet them and they have, like, a shitty attitude or, like, they act like they don't want to be there is, like, you wouldn't be where you are if it wasn't for the people that support you.
Right.
Agreed. Agreed.
All right. I have a couple of things for mail call. So first of all, this is not signed or anything, but I did get the Blacklight Michael Myers. Super excited about this. I showed you guys on a previous show that I have the whole Blacklight set of the Nightmare Before Christmas Funkos, but I'm looking to also get the rest of the Blacklight ones for all of the other franchises. So that was super cool that came in. And then for Christmas, although I just got it today because it came in the mail yesterday and it had to be wrapped and stuff, but I did get
Billy.
Good old Billy boy. I love that he inscribed this. We all go a little mad sometimes.
Yeah.
So I really like that. It does have a JSA certification on it, which is super cool. But along with the autograph, they sent this.
I have
Is that
that
not
same
the
sticker.
Cutest thing that you have ever seen? It's a little ghost face.
Yeah, I have that same sticker. He's awesome.
Do you? But I'm thinking that I'm going to put this right there. That way I can admire it every day when I work. All right. Next on our list, we do have our upcoming horror trailer that we're going to watch. Again, just as a reminder, 18 plus on these videos. Very, very important that you guys follow that, because there does tend to be a lot of gore, a lot of horror, and a lot of language. Because everybody knows that I cuss like a sailor. So
I'm excited. I love trailer time because I make it a point not to watch the trailers. So
I didn't watch this one either.
Oh, so you're coming in.
Oh, I watched all of them. So I'm still excited because this one does look really good.
Yeah, so I tend to be really bad about watching all of the trailers when they drop, but I intentionally didn't watch this one. This is the newer of the two trailers that they have out. This one was dropped about 5 days ago, roughly.
Oh, so I haven't seen this one then.
So Brandon hasn't.
I saw the first one. I didn't know there was a new trailer, so that's cool.
Yay!
We're all about to pop our trailer cherries. I'm so excited. You're probably going to have to cut that out, Felix. That was not my best moment.
Oh, leave it. 100%. Leave it.
All right. It's trailer time, y'all. Are we ready?
Ready.
All right. Bring it in. Let's go.
Hi there. Can I talk to you for a little bit?
You have to come inside right now. There were 4 of them.
What do we say? You shouldn't make things up when we're talking about...
Can you open the door, please?
They're breaking in! Fuck with you, baby.
We're not here to hurt you, but you have to stay here in the cabin with us. Families throughout history have been chosen to make this decision. Your family must choose to willingly sacrifice one of the 3 of you to prevent the apocalypse.
We're not sacrificing anyone.
For every no you give us, hundreds of thousands of people are going to die.
It's really happening.
Sweetheart, close your eyes.
Will you make a choice?
You have to somehow trust us.
We're normal people just like you.
It doesn't matter. None of us believe you.
We will never choose anyone.
I'm afraid the rule is that no one's allowed to leave until you choose.
Do you really think it's all just a coincidence?
I have to believe that!
My son is gonna die.
His name is Charlie.
As a mother, I am begging you.
You're the only one who can stop this.
Andrew, I saw something. There was something in the light. And I feel it now.
I'm taking my family and I'm leaving.
If you fail to choose, the world will perish.
We've been given the chance to decide the fate of everyone.
Time's running out on the world.
I'm scared.
There is nothing more flawed and perfect in this world than our family.
Please make a choice.
Always together.
Always together.
I will ask for the last time. Will you make a choice?
How are we feeling?
I
So-
am really excited about it. I'm a big fan of Shyamalan, but I'm also a big fan of Dave Bautista. I want to say that, and I know this is going to meet with a lot of hate, but I think when it comes to wrestlers making the transition to acting, I believe he's done it better than both John Cena and The Rock, in my
Yeah.
opinion.
Oh,
I know-
see,
I think he has.
I agree. I know that was actually a conversation. That's a conversation or a debate that's been floating around the internet lately.
He has
is,
shown
the best
exactly. He's
wrestler
shown more
slash
depth.
actor. Yeah, totally agree.
He's shown more depth. The Rock just plays a part, as they
plays The Rock
showed in Black
every time.
Adam. It's just The Rock playing so and so. But Dave Bautista goes into the character he's playing, and I am really excited to see him in this role. I am. And as for Shyamalan, dude, I love his movies. I do, and he's I've been hooked on those. I think there's just maybe one Back of the Dead I didn't like, but other than that, I'm excited for it.
I'm the same. Yeah, I'm the same, especially with Shyamalan. Like, I hate how movies tend to show too much, and I feel like with this movie trailers tend to show too much, and especially with this newer one, it's longer and it definitely shows a lot more of the movie than the first one did. But with Shyamalan, there's going to be some crazy twist in there that you're not going to see coming, that the trailer isn't going to give away. But yeah, I've been a big fan of his for the most part. The majority of his movies I've really enjoyed. I really liked his last one. That was really cool. So.
Oh yeah, I'm excited.
I definitely think there was some mixed emotions around the movie Old. Just kind of throwing that out there.
There's mixed emotions about every M. Night Shyamalan movie.
There is.
I
like
personally
The Village. A lot of
liked
people
it.
hate it.
So,
Yeah,
Ginger, do you disagree with the Batista comment? Because you made a face.
She looked like she disagreed.
I was big mad there for a second.
Why?
Because you can't beat the fucking Rock, bro. It's Dwayne The Rock Johnson. What do
With
you mean?
acting, you can easily beat Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Dwayne The Rock Johnson and his little 2-foot tall buddy pal, freaking Kevin Hart. Like, you can't beat that shit.
He plays the same character. And if you want to go by wrestlers, I can tell you right now, Rowdy Piper beats The Rock. And he only did one movie.
Well,
It's true.
unfortunately,
I'd
that
rather
one's
watch-
outside of my age zone that I'm in.
I'd rather watch They Live than the Scorpion King any day.
But no, I definitely think that you're wrong. I definitely think that The Rock has more talent in his freaking pinky finger than Batista ever would.
Two against one. I'm with
Hey,
you, right?
Brandon, here's the Batista, Brandon.
Do you see?
What's
Are you
next?
kidding me? I can see the green room. See somebody
Who we
holding
got
up a
next?
3. I got outvoted 3-1 apparently. Let us know in the comments who you like better, Bautista or the fucking
There you
Rock.
go. There you go. We could do a poll. When it comes to acting, yeah.
Rock,
Who's better?
100%. You
I have
guys
a
act
feeling
like he
Dave
played the
Bautista's gonna-
same person in every movie, and he didn't. Have
He
you guys
does.
not
Can you
seen? Have you not seen Rampage?
Can you name one?
Yeah.
Name one character
Exact
by
same.
name that he's played.
What do
Name
you?
one.
What do you mean?
Give one of the names of his characters.
What you mean? He's the Rock.
Yeah,
No,
exactly.
just give
He
one
plays
name.
The Rock in every movie. That's what he does.
No, but he has a name in every movie.
What name one of them?
They're so memorable.
They're so memorable. I don't remember Bautista's name in anything either, because guess what? I ain't watched a single movie that's had him in it. Not a single movie. You know why? Because they're B movies, because he's Bautista. I digress. Moving on to our next segment. Next up on the list, I'm going to go ahead and hand it over to Brandon for this one. He picked our serial killer of the week. Super
I did.
excited. I don't know much about this one, so please educate me, Brandon. Who are we talking about?
So today talking about Albert Fish. He's an old school serial killer. He was around in the 20s and 30s. Sick individual. He was a cannibal also, but he was into eating and murdering children. So, he had that going for him. He had some cool nicknames. He was known as the Gray Man, the Werewolf of Wisteria, the Brooklyn Vampire, the Moon Maniac, and the Boogeyman. He was a serial killer, rapist, child molester, cannibal who committed at least 3 child murders from July 1924 to June 1928. He was finally apprehended in the 30s and put on trial, convicted, and executed by electric chair at the age of 65. And after he was apprehended, he claimed to have killed over 100. So they don't know the exact number. Most of that was likely just him bragging. But he was a pretty sick guy. Super, super creepy. If you read about him some more, I think he's one that could use like a, not to glamorize him too much, but a movie about him would be super cool.
Now, didn't he send a letter to one of the victims' moms like a year or two later or something like that?
Yeah, he did.
Right.
That's how they ended up kind of tracking him down and apprehending him. Was he wrote a letter to the mother of one of his victims. Yeah, the Grace Budd. He had met this young girl through somebody else, and made up a story about having to attend his niece's birthday party. He brought the girl, convinced the girl's family to let her accompany him, took her to an abandoned house, and murdered and ate her. An anonymous letter in the 1934, the year he was apprehended, was sent to her parents, which ultimately led to them catching Albert Fish and convicting him.
So he got himself caught, sounds like.
Yeah. He liked to brag and talk about all of the nasty shit that he did. So it was just a matter of time. But
that's insane.
Yeah.
I really feel like, I'm sorry, Rex, go ahead.
Oh no, I was going to say the letter that he wrote to the mom. I actually read it a while back, and it was very detailed about how he did it and how he cut her up and how he ate her and just the whole 9 yards. And to be that kind of psychopath that would, you know what, it's been a couple of years, but you know what, I'm going to send a letter to your parents and let them know exactly what I did to their daughter. I mean, that's a whole nother level of psychopath.
Yeah, I read it also. Yeah, he was extremely detailed. I would look it up if you're interested. Albert Fish, and the letter to Grace Budd's mother that he wrote. It was extremely detailed in what he did to her, how he did it. It's terrible, but and that's why when we were talking about serial killers, he's the first one that popped into my head outside of like the ones you always hear about, Bundy and Dahmer and them. He was one of the earlier ones to do it in the 20s when the serial killers weren't as prolific. But
Yep. Well, and not of course not to take away from Albert Fish, but in one of our future shows, and I'm going to let you guys know this first here on this channel right now, I have done some research, and I actually have a well-known serial killer that is in my family line.
Ooh,
I do, and she was a female serial killer at that.
Even better.
Oh.
So I plan on discussing it with the group later, of when we have an appropriate time to discuss about it. But I've got a lot of genealogical stuff showing it, and
That's cool.
I plan on bringing her up.
Nice.
So,
I'm looking forward to hearing more about that, especially since it's a
she
female
wasn't as
serial
crazy as
killer.
she wasn't as crazy as Albert Fish, thank God. And I really hope that those genes got skipped over my generation, because I don't want to be that psychopath later. But
Too late.
but yeah, I just recently found this out, and I probably would have told y'all during pre-show if I had attended, but I was a bad person and didn't attend, so that's my fault. So
Accurate.
I made the list. All right,
Cool. No, it's cool. I'm excited to hear more about that, especially because there's not a lot of women serial killers out there. Just one more thing that men are better at than.
Jesus Christ.
Need I remind you that the serial killer I covered in our very first ever horse show is the #1 serial killer when you look him up?
How many men did she kill?
She didn't. She killed
Okay, there you go.
girls.
She went after the weaker of the species. Got it.
Shots fired. What's next? What do we got next on the
No,
list?
hold on. Take that graphic down. Let's talk about this. Do you want to know why she killed girls? Because she wanted to keep herself beautiful. Okay? So she couldn't have no nasty ass man blood in her bathtub.
That's true.
I digress.
You
Move to
want
the
that
next.
tainted blood.
Thank you very much. We don't need no cock in our house trying to make us not beautiful no more. Y'all drain the fucking life out of us. All right. On to the next
I'll drink
segment.
to that.
Drink to that one. All right, y'all. My favorite segment of every week. we have got kill of the week, and my computer decided to take a shit. There it goes. All right, so we got kill of the week. I'm excited for this one, because it's not just one. There is a multitude of deaths in this scene.
Nice.
Again, prior to me playing this, there's a lot of gore, a lot of like crazy shit that happens. 18 plus, y'all.
Hell yeah.
18 plus. Okay. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and get this pulled up
Unless
and
you're
we'll take a look.
A cool parent like me.
Unless you're a cool parent like me and you let your children watch this kind of stuff, then all power to you. But I won't even let Zoe watch this show. Specifically because of the serial killer segment. But I digress. I'm going to go ahead and get this started. Are y'all ready?
Right.
And away we go.
These movies. I really don't play Dragon D&D and make them up.
All right. I'm going to stop it there. There's a little bit more, but y'all can look that shit up on YouTube if you want to see the rest of it. Or better yet, just go watch the fucking movie.
Watch the movies. They're so good.
Yes. There's is it Collector and then the Collection?
Yeah, Collector and then the Collection. And then there was rumor that they were going to do a third one called like the Collected or something like that. And I really wish that they would get up off their asses and make that third movie because I love these movies. They're so cool.
I agree. And that was an awesome kill. I'm glad that I was in the dark on that because just watching it and not knowing what it was going to be this time really built the anticipation. The way the whole crowd just gets mowed down, except the one guy who loses his thumb. You know, I mean,
As soon as I saw the title of it on the top of your browser screen, I was so excited because I love that. I love that movie.
Oh yeah,
it's so awesome.
Great pick. That's a great
Good
kill
choice.
of the week. Kills of the week.
Kills.
Multiples.
Yeah.
Multiples always good.
I know. I was super excited for this one because, like, singular kills are cool, right? Like, you can do a lot of stuff, but to mow down an entire fucking nightclub, in
Agreed.
just a moment, done.
With like a hay baling roller and shit.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
I love how the Collector is like a mashup of like Jigsaw and Kevin McAllister. He's so creative. It's so twisted. It's so good.
Kevin McAllister.
Yeah, totally. The first one's totally like a Home Alone with all the booby traps and stuff set up around the house. It totally has like a horror Home Alone feel to it. I love it.
That's great.
There's this thing circulating on Facebook, and like a lot of people are taking it as a joke, and like, but in the back of my mind, Ginger is like, but what if? So everybody keeps talking about putting him back into a Home Alone movie, but making it The Purge.
Yeah,
he's Home Alone on Purge night.
Yeah, I've seen the fan the fan ideas rolling around out there.
I would back that.
It's awesome.
I would too.
Absolutely.
I would back that. I mean, if Colin McCulkin would do something like that, I would be completely jazzed. In fact, somebody needs to reach out to Kevin Smith and say, "Hey, Kevin Smith, you did Tusk. Now you need to do this." I was
thinking Tusk. Yeah.
Oh yeah. That's a whole nother episode, a whole other show of the horror show we could do.
Oh, absolutely. I could talk about Tusk.
I've never seen that.
Oh, you need to see it. It's
you should watch it, and we'll talk about it next week.
Yes.
Doesn't that have Harry Potter in it?
No.
No.
No? No, it's the other guy. No. Cut that part out.
No, it's got Justin Long. Justin
that
Long
guy. Justin Long. What am I thinking
Justin
about?
Long is in Tusk, and Justin Long, and it's a great flick. And Kevin Smith did a great job on that. Of course, not taking away from the whole Colin McCulkin idea here, but
Macaulay Culkin,
hey, look, Rum right here, whatever his name is, Home Alone dude. Whenever Kevin Smith. He decided, hey, I'm going to make this movie, and he did it with Justin Long. And, I love the Kevin Smith world. Red State, Tusk, things like that. We could devote a full episode to those shows.
I agree. And a lot of it is the dialogue, the writing in it is so good. He's such a good writer. Clerks and Dogma and all those movies have some of the best dialogue in movies, and when he does it and transfers it over to horror movies, it's just that much better. He needs to do more horror.
Agreed. Completely agreed. In fact, I'm probably going to be tagging all of those involved in these posts when these debuts. So
I also, real quick, just to correct myself so I don't look like a complete dumbass, I was thinking of the movie Horns.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
that Daniel Radcliffe
Horns
is
with
in.
Daniel Radcliffe.
I had them confused.
Yep.
My bad.
It's okay. No, it's okay. And that's a great movie too. I think Daniel Radcliffe really shows his range. Radcliffe did a lot of extra stuff after Harry Potter just to show that he was not just Harry Potter.
Yep.
And I think it's great that he's done it. So
I feel like
Yeah.
sometimes when you're in big movies like that, it's hard to get out of that typical casting.
You get kind of pigeonholed in there, but he did
kind of like The Rock keeps getting cast in the
Yeah,
same
right.
thing.
Yeah. Well, that's just him and his range, and
You guys
The
act
Rock
like he was
in
the
every-
same person. He has
he
done
is
comedy.
the same person
He has
in every
done
movie.
action movies. Bullshit. Have you ever
Yeah.
seen Rampage? You ever watched
Yes.
Rampage? 'Cause
Yes,
it's
he
fucking
does
good.
action, he does comedy, and he does The Rock in every single one of those movies.
I mean, I'm just waiting for like in the cutscene. Spoiler alert! In the cutscene of Black Adam, when Superman comes out, I was probably going to go, "It doesn't matter what your name is" to Superman. That's what I was waiting for him to do. Honestly,
Right.
Well, he's not Jamaican, Rex. I don't know what that accent was, but he's definitely not Jamaican.
Sorry, that was my Kofi Kingston impression. My bad.
Yeah, it wasn't good.
He said that was
So that's
Kofi
all right.
Kingston in me. I'm sorry.
My bad.
Mister, I'm a pogo over on a chair. Back to the ring. Anyways.
Love it.
Yeah, I know a little bit about wrestling. I'm not as into it now because it's the same shit over and over. But what's in the bandbox?
What's in the box?
Oh, I'm super excited for this segment. So, first of all, I'm going to start this one because I'm excited to show my stuff. If anybody else has anything, y'all can go after me. Ladies first tonight.
Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert.
So, before I get started, I do want to put out a spoiler alert for this box. This was the dual signed Halloween box that they put out, that BAM put out. So, obviously, one of the options was a Funko. I did not get the glow in the dark signed Funko, but I did get the regular one.
No,
So it's
that's
super
awesome.
cool. I love that he signed it in orange. It's awesome. I actually have his autograph also on one of the boxed figures. We actually got to meet him at a convention. James Jude Courtney, I should probably say his name and not just him. But he signed it in this really pretty orange color, which is super cool. But I really, 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 really like this. I think it's cool. And I love that they put them in these hard boxes versus like those soft shell boxes. So that's going to keep it nice and good there. It came with a couple of other things. So this patch.
Oh, Strode Realty. Nice.
But yes, I love this patch. Eventually, I really want to get a jean jacket and put all my patches on it that I've got because I have a lot of patches.
That's what I did with my daughter.
Yeah, didn't BAM on the Strode Realty? Didn't they do a realty like for sale sign in a box?
Yeah, that's what I was. Yeah, that's what I was saying. They did that Strode Realty sign as a prop. Yeah, it was like a full size.
That's right.
Sign
I have
prop.
that
Yeah,
too
it's
somewhere.
pretty cool. Yeah.
The last thing that came in the box was an art print. And I have to say, this art print is fucking cool. It's very basic, but it's super cool. So
Minimalist. Yeah.
I like it.
It looks like a tattoo, like flash art almost. It's dope.
I like it.
I definitely like how simple it is. That very simplistic, just focusing on him. Right? But having obviously the knife through the pumpkin is super fucking cool too.
Yeah.
But this is probably one of my favorite prints. The Freddy print trumps this one, unfortunately, the one from last week, just because it's fucking Freddy with needles
With the
for
syringes
fingers.
on his fingers. That one.
Yeah.
I
Love that print.
it. But yeah, just having him and it just being very simple. Here's your
I like
pumpkin
it's
with
kind
the
of
knife.
like a American traditional style tattoo artwork almost. That's really cool.
Super cool. I like it. All right. Anything else that you guys have from BAM that you wanted to show? I know things have been slow with the holidays, but
Well, no, I don't have anything. I mean, nothing that I've gotten recently horror related. I mean, I did finally add my Ed Gale signed Chucky to my box behind me. So I decided it was time to throw Ed up there because, hey, shout out to Ed. You did a great job. So that's about it. So
nice.
So I think that about takes care of most of our show. The last thing I want to talk about a little bit before we go is the live we have going next week.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a lot of what we do here, right? We'll probably do some mail call. We'll look at some trailers. We'll watch some stuff, different things like that. If there's anything specific that you guys want to see, please let us know in the comments, because if there's anything we can add just to make it a little bit more fun for you guys, we're happy to do that. We are looking at maybe doing a giveaway or two. Those are to be announced. I don't have the exact details on those just yet. I know I'm going to go through my collection of things and see what I have as far as any duplicates or anything like that. But I'm looking at giveaways. We're going to have our drink that Brandon told us about earlier. We're all going to make it, and we'll have that drink we can drink during the night.
I'm going to be making the Pazuzu Puke. This is from The Exorcist. So Pazuzu is the name of the demon that possesses Reagan. So Pazuzu Puke. So it's 3 ounces of silver tequila, 1 ounce of lime juice, a 1/4 cup of mint leaves, a 1/4 cup of frozen mango, and a 1/4 cup of ice. You blend it all together, throw it in a salt-rimmed glass, and it makes it's this really cool, like, green pukey color. Apparently, it's going to taste a lot better than it looks. So
I hope so.
We'll add those ingredients here to the video so you guys can get what you need before next week.
I honestly thought about making everybody go and get the, what are they called? The jelly bean things. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
The box of jelly beans, and you spin the wheel.
Oh, yeah.
Jelly bellies?
Like bean boozled.
Bean boozled. That's what it is. Yes.
Where
It's like
you
jelly
don't know
bellies?
if you don't know if you're going to be getting like a tasty jelly bean or something that tastes like a heart or puke or something. Yeah.
Puke or yeah.
Yeah. Those are fun.
All I can think about right now is Dumbledore going, boogers, or whatever the hell he said when he ate one of the jelly beans. That's all I can think about right now for some reason.
Rest in peace.
I think that's a horrible game, and I don't think I want to play.
But who's the boss of the show?
You're the boss, Ginger.
I'll play.
You're the boss.
That's right.
I'll play. That's a fun one.
So I thought about we could do that. It would be really funny if we did it every time one of us says one of our little catchphrases that we're so bad for saying.
Y'all?
I say y'all way too much. Oh, that reminds me. With New Year's coming up, I'm assuming this is going to drop on the 31st. I'm thinking. Please do not drink and drive on New Year's. Okay? You don't want to become your own horror show. It's not a good time. It's not fucking worth it. Call a cab. Call a friend. Call the fucking police and tell them I'm drunk and I don't want to drive and I can't get home. Do something.
True. You'll get a free
Do not
Uber
drink
ride.
and drive.
Hey, if I can add to that public service announcement, if I can, it being the holiday season, I would like to add, if you need to reach out and you need to talk to somebody, if you're having a bad time for any reason, reach out. Do not let things go bad. Do not make a permanent decision based on temporary circumstances. And the only reason I bring that up is today marks the 1-year anniversary of one of my closest, longest friends passing, because he made a permanent decision on temporary circumstances. There's a lot of options out there for the holiday season. Please reach out and talk to somebody. And if you need to reach out to myself or the BAM Tender or Ginger, reach out. We're on Facebook. Find us. Reach out if you need somebody to talk to. We are there. But I know everybody's going to have a great holiday season. Wholeheartedly wish everybody a Happy New Year.
Yeah,
so
I totally agree. Yeah, the horror community is a pretty tight community.
It is.
We've been to a bunch of horror cons, me and my family, and honestly, of all the different conventions that we've been to, the horror cons probably have the nicest, sweetest people that I've ever met. So,
Agreed.
Definitely what Rex said, for sure.
So, but that's all I've got.
But yeah. we're all a safe zone here. We're all family, the horror family, right? We used to, what was it that Bam called it? The Horror Guild. We're all
Yeah,
here.
Horror Guild
hashtag
for
horror
life.
guild.
Yep. My inbox is open. You can find me on Discord. You can find me on Facebook. Yeah. If y'all need anything, please, please, please reach out. Make sure that you guys give us a follow, give us a like, leave us some comments, some good ideas. If there's serial killers you want us to cover, if there's kills of the week you guys want to see, if you've got anything that you guys want to see from us, please, please let us know. I hope you all have a fantastic day. And from Ginger and Rex and Brandon, wish you guys a happy new year, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.